Hello everyone, I am Prem Kumar. Welcome to Math JEE Academy. Today I am going to teach you very interesting graph transformations. So hereafter you can see the set of playlist which is covered complete graph transformations and shortcut idea to solve the problems through graphically. If you learn the techniques, you can able to solve IIT JEE main advanced problem very quickly. Okay, you can see the math JEE graph 1, graph 2, graph 3, the sequence of orders will be there. So you can follow this my channel, you can learn all the techniques. Okay, so the first thing is, suppose if I have two graphs, let's take f(x) and let f of x, g of x be two graphs. You can take two graphs. Okay, suppose the graph is like this. This is suppose f of x. Suppose another graph, let's take another graph will be like this. This is g of x, right? Okay, suppose this is your axis. You can see x-axis, this is y-axis. You can see, let's take this is a, this is b, this is c. You can take, so these two curve is there, no? So where these two curves are meeting, right, that point is the solutions, right? When two graph is there, so where both graphs are intersecting, that is the number of solutions for, so number of solutions of f of x equal to g of x is 3 here. There are 3 intersection will be there, therefore 3 solution is possible. Let me take one example. Cos x equal to mod x, right? You know that these kind of questions, what you can do, you can draw the graph left side and right side, draw separately where these two curves are intersecting, that is the number of solutions. So first you can draw the cos x graph. Now cos 0 will be 1, 0 comma 1. Let's take pi by 2, cos pi by 2 will be 0, right? Let's take pi, cos pi will be minus 1. The graph will be is going like this, right? It's going like this. This is the graph of cos x, y is equal to cos x, right? But you need to draw mod x curve. So where these two mod x curve, you know that mod x is how to define if x is greater than or equal to 0, x, if x is less than 0 is minus x, right? So you can see, you can draw the graph like this, y is equal to x, and this is y is equal to x, this is y is equal to minus x. When x is greater than or equal to 0, y is equal to x. When x is less than 0, minus x curve. So you can see these two curves are intersecting at these 2 points, right? Therefore the number of intersections will be 2. Therefore number of solutions of cos x equal to mod x, how many solutions is 2. Let me take another example. Let's take mod x equal to sin x. You can take the same idea, you can do it. First you can draw the sin x graph. You can see this is x-axis, this is y-axis. You can see if you put x 0, so sin 0 will be what? 0. If I take pi by 2, sin pi by 2 will be 1, right? Let's take pi. So pi will be, sin pi will be, here is 0, right? So the graph will be is going like this, right? The period of sine functions will be what? 2 pi, right? So it will repeating here after 2 pi interval, right? Okay, so now you can draw the mod x curve, right? So mod x curve will be you know that it will be, the intersections will be there or not. If I take here, like this, right? So you can see exactly the graph will touch at x is equal to 0. If x is 0, if sine 0 will be 0. If you take any other points, it will not be equal. So you can see the any other point, you can take pi by 2. Sine pi by 2 is what? Is sine pi by 2 is 1, right? 1. But here is pi by 2's will not get 1, right? So there is only one solution at x equal to 0. Therefore, number of solutions of mod x is equal to sine x is what? Is 1 at x equal to 0. At x equal to 0, right? Okay, fine. Let's draw the another questions. Let me take this example. Let's take e power x equal to greatest, no, fractional part functions, right? Let's take third questions. Okay, so you know that the fractional part functions, how to define the fractional part functions define as x minus greatest integer functions, right? So how to define this? The fractional part function, you can see if I take x is more than 0 or less than 1. So if you take 0.5, you will get the same thing, right? X. If x is 1 to 2, if you take 1 to 2, this will be x minus 1. Let me take one example. Let's take 1.5 fractional part function. 1.5 fractional part function, how to write? 1.5 minus greatest integer function of 1.5. 1.5 minus greatest integer function of 1 is what? 1. So that means 1.5 minus 1 will be 0.5. So you are taking 0.5, right? So I am taking 0. So 1.5 I am taking, no? So you can equivalently write 1.5, so minus 1. So you'll get, right? That means you can write x minus 1, right? If I take minus 1 less than x less than 0, so you get x plus 1, right? The same way you can proceed this one. So then how to draw the fractional part function? Let's take x axis, it's y axis. So you can see when you take x is 0 to 1, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, here minus 1 to 0, here minus 2 to minus 1 here. If I take 0 to 1, y is equal to x. So you can see y is equal to x. So it cannot be more than 1 because you are not including 1 here, upper limit you can see. So it should not reach 1. That's why you have to put hole here. Then you can see the second interval, 0 to 1 will be x. Okay, fine. If 1 to 2 will be x minus 1, just whatever x graph is, just shifting 1 units down. It should be like this, okay, 1 units. The period of fractional part function will be 1, right? Let's draw this like this. Okay, clear? Okay, fine. So now this is the fractional part function. Now you can draw the exponential functions. Exponential function, here is how many solution is possible. You can see if you draw the exponential function like this, right? So you can extended your fractional part function also like this, right? This is minus 3, it is. So there are infinitely many solution is there, right? Infinitely many solution is possible, but all are negative solutions only possible, right? Why? Because you can see there are intersection in the negative x values only. There is no positive real solution is possible. Therefore, e power x is equal to fractional part function. So how many solution is possible for this equations means the number of negative real solutions. Negative real solution is what? How many points it is intersecting? There are infinitely many points. So how you can say this one? There are infinitely many intersections would be there, therefore infinitely many negative solutions possible. So infinitely many. So but what is the positive real solutions? Number of positive real solution. Number of positive real solution is what? Positive real solutions. Solutions would be 0. There is, because you can see the graph, so the fractional part function and exponential functions is not crossing, so there is no intersection in the positive part of the real number, therefore the number of positive real solution is 0. Okay, I hope everyone understood these kind of problems, right? Okay, let's do the another question. Suppose if you have the equations like let's take fourth questions. Okay, suppose x square minus 4 minus greatest integer function equal to 0, then how to solve these questions graphically, how many solution is possible, how to understand these things, right? Let me take the x square minus 4 is, you can keep it left side, and greatest integer function you send to the right side, greatest integer functions, right? So then how many solution is possible here? So y is equal to x square minus 4. So this is, there are two graphs, right? Y is equal to x square minus 4 and y is equal to greatest integer function. You can solve this, you can solve this question through graph. How to solve this? You already know that x square graph, right? X square graph, right? This is simply this parabola, upward parabola. Why it is upward parabola? Because leading coefficient is 1 here, a is greater than 0, it's upward parabola. Just here minus 4 is there, you can shift 4 units down, 4 units down you can do it. So 4 units down you can do it. So y is equal to x square minus 4. So where these two graphs are intersecting, you know that if you put here is y0, because if the graph is intersecting x-axis means the y would be 0. Just put y is equal to 0 here. Then what will get? So 0 is equal to x square minus 4, x square is equal to 4, x equal to plus or minus 2. Therefore, this point is 2 comma 0, this is minus 2 comma 0, right? These are the intersection point. Now you can draw the greatest integer functions, you know, right? How to define the greatest integer functions, right? So if you take x is 0 to 1 will be 0, because greatest integer function always less than or equal to x. So whatever real number you take, the output is always integers value, right? So 0 to 1 you take 0. If I take 1 to 2, you can take 1, minus 1 less than x less than 0, you can take minus 1. So you can draw here the graph 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. Let's take minus 1 here, minus 2. So then how to draw that? This is y, right? If minus 1 to 0 you can take minus 1 to 0, y is equal to minus 1. Before that you can take 0 to 1. 0 to 1, y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 means what? X-axis, right? This one, right? When you take 1, it is jump to 1 here, 1 in the y-axis, right? 2. So when you take 1, you can see 1 to 2, you can take the third interval, it's 1, y is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 here. But when you take 2, 2 will be, greatest integer of 2 will be 2, right? So the graph will be like this. So when you take minus 1 to 0, minus 1 to 0, minus 1, y is equal to minus 1 here, it's minus 1, right? Understood? This is the greatest integer functions. So now you can draw the combined graph. So the graph is, the first you can draw the greatest integer function 0 to 1. Here 1, this 2, this 3, this 4. Okay, let's take -1, here -2, -3 you can take. This is y-axis, this x-axis here. Here you can take 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Okay, fine. So now, so 1 to 2 you can take, 1 to 2. So what is the value? 1 to 2 you take, y is equal to 1, y is equal to 1. Yes. So when you take 2, it will be 2. So jump over to 2 here. Then it will be like this. Okay, 3. And the 3 to 4 you take, 3 to 4 will be, so 3 to 4 is 3, right? But when you take 2 to 3, it is 2 only, no? You have to draw clearly. So 2 to 2 is this one, right? When you take 3, so it will be 3 to like this. When you 4 to 3 to 4 mean 3 only, right? Okay. So here -1 to 0, you can see -1. When you take -2 to -1, that will be -1.5 means -2. So y is equal to -2 here. Okay, fine, understood. So now you can draw the graph of this, graph of, you know, y is equal to x square minus 4. So -4 here, you can see -4 here. The graph is going like this. Right? It is intersecting at -2 and 2, right? So which are the points is intersecting? You can see y is equal to -2 and y is equal to 2, right? Y is equal to 2. These 2 points only intersecting. So there you can find out which point is solution is possible, right? X square minus 4 is equal to 2 and x square minus 4 is equal to -2, right? If you solve this equation, x square is equal to 6, x is equal to plus or minus root 6. But here if you solve this one, 4 minus 2, x square is equal to 2, x is equal to plus or minus square root of 2. So you can see the graph is intersecting at 2 points only. So this point will be plus root 6, this is plus root 6, and you can see this point will be minus square root of 2, right? Understood? So therefore number of intersections, you should not take minus root 6 because it is intersecting at 2 points. You have to take only the positive square root in the positive direction. So you can see the negative direction only at minus square root of 2. Got it? So x is equal to minus square root of 2, right? Therefore the number of solutions of these equations will be 2. I hope all of you understood. So if you understood these kind of videos, more video is required means if you see all kind of JEE main advanced questions you want to solve very quickly, you need to learn these kind of techniques. You can subscribe my channel and like it and share to your friends. You can here coming days you can learn many things, advanced techniques, graphical approach to solve any kind of problems. I will explain to you. You can watch this channel continuously. Okay, so share to your friends. Thank you everyone. Thank you.